Okay, so here we are in round 3, and we are playing Kane732, and he is playing an old deck, old classic deck I haven't seen in a long time, and it basically revolves around uh, one of the helms. I can't remember what the rest of the name is called, but basically what it does is it makes your cards cost 1 less, and around Sensei's Divining Top, and he storms you out. So this is not a good hand against Storm. So we're going to mulligan that. And this is actually worse, so we'll mulligan that. And this is far better. So we'll see what happens here. And hopefully he doesn't get too far ahead of us here. Being on the play here is quite a big deal actually. And so there's the helm. Spells cost 1 less to cast, which is good news for us. Be interesting to see how that interacts with a Trinisphere. So that worked out well for us. If this is indeed a Storm deck like I think it is. Just keeps getting better for me. So we'll pile on a bit of pressure here. We'll see what happens. So hopefully he can't go nuts on me here. Because if he's able to get that wizard down, that's 3 casting costs and 2, that lets you play you reveal your top card and you can play it. That is when it starts to get very degenerate, especially with 2 Helm of Awakening on the board. So we're definitely going to be going after his Underground Sea here. He's giving this a lot of thought. And he is going to try and do something here. Spell-based non-creature. You know, I think I'm going to actually cancel that. I'm going to lead out with the Thorn here. I can play the Crucible next turn and recur that land if I need to. Let's just get that on board here. That was also a good play in the sense that we did not reveal our Crucible, so he may feel a sense of security. Oh, here I am trying to play my Wasteland from my graveyard, and of course my Crucible's not even on the table. That's kind of funny. So I'm feeling a little bit more secure at the moment. Now we'll get that crucible on board. May as well. So he's now got to do something about it this turn. Which will be difficult because his soul ring's not working. But who knows? So there we go. There's game one. Now post board, I don't know that there's a whole lot I'm actually really going to do here. I think my deck does quite well what it needs to here, in the sense it's got null rods and I'm able to lock down his components here. I don't know how good precursors are in this match. He didn't think too long there in that particular sideboard about what he was going to do, so I think we're just going to swing. So again, our opponent's on the play. This is actually quite a good hand, as I do have two sphere effects. We just have to hope he doesn't go off. Turn one. We will hold. And having played this deck some number of years ago, I know that typically doesn't go off ultra quickly. So this is the type of deck you really want to have your null rod in hand. So that's the guy I'm talking about. Magus of the future. Oh geez, that's a fantastic lead off. I'll play down a Trinisphere. Hopefully that sticks. Oh, he's got a counter spell of some sort here maybe. Oh, Mana Drain. Was not expecting to see that. So that could put us into some trouble facing a Mana Drain with nothing on the board here to inhibit him here. He does need another blue mana in order to be able to cast one of those Maguses. Not quite sure what he's doing, but hopefully he doesn't utilize the mana. That's the good news. So that's fantastic actually. We are going to lead out with Thorn. And he may be able to counter that, but we are going to follow that up with a Null Rod. So that now leaves him with no mana in hand. So next turn I think we're going to come out with a bit of pressure, get something on the table here. Gotta take a bit of damage to get it on board, but it's worth the trade-off at the moment. And we'll follow up with that. my grandfather says it's a short-term sacrifice for the long-term gain. So let's see how that goes. And I'm very happy to see that. Let's pound in. Okay. Our opponent is dead next turn if he doesn't do something. Because I can metamorph my panther here. Although I am somewhat loath to do that for the cost of mana. Or the cost of life. Yeah, it does cost me 4 with the sphere. Well, I can't imagine him being able to do anything here, so I am just going to lead out. It's going to cost me another 4 life to do it, but let's get it on there. And let's swing the team here, and hopefully that's enough. And it should be. Okay, so there we go. That's round 3.